on the PlayStation 4, and it's just part 1 of my Let's Play / stream, and hopefully it will be fun. So Star Trek Online is a free-to-play game. It has some payment, some real-life currency requirements for some. I'll get into that when we get into it. But let's get into it. So Star Trek Online is set after the events of the 2009 film. It's set in 2409. So Romulus has been destroyed, and the Klingons and the Federation are at each other's throats. But it's hard to explain, to condense all the path to 2409. But we'll get into it. So we are actually going to play as a Starfleet character, but these are all the different characters you can choose. So there's Discovery Starfleet. These are set in 2240, I think. 2256. I'm going to do one of these characters at some point. So, but at the moment their story is not finished. The Dominion of the end game characters, they were added with the Victory's Life expansion. They start at level 60. They have their own little story, and then they can choose sides to either the Federation or the Klingons, and they can then do the early game stuff. The TOS, they're added in the Agents of yesterday. It's just yesterday, I think. Agents of Yesterday expansion. They let you. It takes place there in 2270, so a few years before the films. And you a couple of missions there. I will probably do a TOS Starfleet character. Romulan Republic, Legacy of Romulus. They are added. The kind of struggles of how the Romulans they're doing on their own. KDF, Klingon Defense Force, the enemies of the Federation. When this game originally came out in 10 years ago now, I think it is, 10 years ago, all they were a PvP race. And they finally started adding stuff, but that was after I left the game originally on PC. So they they were just PvP, and they were OP in PvP because they were cloaking devices. And if you didn't have a science festival or based character in your team back in the day, you couldn't detect them, and it just wrecked you. Because you attacked you, run away, red alert ended, cloaked, come back and start kicking your ass. So this is going to be us. We'll be the class of 2409, fresh cadet. Alright. So these are the species you can select for the Federation. Starfleet, where everyone just say humans, Andorians, Bajorans, Benzite, loads, Betazoid, Bodian. Now, Catacean, I believe they're a Zen store character, they're a C store character, so you have to pay for them. Cardassian as well. Ferengi, they're not. You've got an upgrade Ensign Nog. Join Trill, definitely their Sea Store character, so is Liberate Human Borg. The pack lids make us strong. Gillian. So they're in. Talaxian, another Sea Store character. I don't really want to be a Talaxian. Tellarite. Unjoined Trill. Vulcan. And you can make your own weird character there. So we're going to be boring human. Be female. Right, so the classes in this game are your standards, really. Engineering officers, they're your tanks and also your healers in space. But generally they fly around in cruisers, take the most damage, deal very little damage, but are very helpful. Deploy turret on the ground and stuff, turrets, shields, medical generators. Well, we'll get a cover all that stuff anyway. Science is like DPS. They also can do some healing as well. It's kind of reverse of the engineer on the ground. They're the healers in space. They're anomalies, spatial anomalies, rifts, stuff like that. And they do a lot of exotic damage. And it's tactical. It's just pure damage. They run around in escorts, can fit cannons and stuff, and do rip your shields apart. Get on the ground, turrets. They don't really have any turrets, but it's like grenades and other things and buffs to do more damage. But we are going to be an engineer. Right. The presets actually given me is pretty good actually. This is your character creations, and these are all your hair and stuff. It's quite good. The creator. I don't really go much detail here, really, to be honest. Uniform. Yeah. A lot of these you might not have access to. It's Terran Empire in the Enterprise. DS9. I'll set the uniform after, so we'll leave it at that, and then we'll leave it the Odyssey uniform, and then I'll change it. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I'll probably use Jupiter uniform, but I'll go over that when I get to it, or I'll do it off camera. I'll just do all the tweaks and stuff to get the colours correct. Captain 9. Jessica Andrews. It's because it's a space there, that's why it's done that. Now I did have a name for the ship, but I've actually forgotten it. I've actually forgotten the registry number for it. If you can believe it. Just bear with me. Nothing says screw up like forgetting the name of your ship. USS Ford, because I know what class ship we get at the start. I'll change his registry number when we get there. So it's going to ask me about the is it going to ask me about the tutorial? It should do. Yeah, so because I've already done it, I can skip it, but for the benefits of you watching and those who watch it later, I will do it.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Live long. 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin. The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
I love that intro.
Welcome to Star Trek Online. Today is graduation day, and you soon will be embarking on your training cruise, where the bulk of the ship is manned by cadets like yourself. This tutorial will introduce you to the basic controls of Star Trek Online, including movement, combat, and interacting with characters and objects.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. It's set down in intro. It's set 22 years after the film.
The left stick controls your player movement.
This is
the right stick controls your camera.
This is the Starfleet Academy. Go and meet Else, Eliza.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. Press the X button to talk with them.
Finally, I was beginning to think you forgot what today was. Of course, I was first in line. Oh, before I forget, I think Rasky is just ahead. He wanted to thank you for helping him cram for the astrometrics final.
That's Eliza Flores. I do like the cadet uniform, actually.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final, and for all the other times you've helped me. I've always admired you. I hope Starfleet recognizes all you've done to lead our class. What ship did you get? Good luck. Before you report to Lieutenant Farah and get your assignment, you should find Tavral. She wanted to talk to you. She's just up the pathway.
It's like basically just teaching you basics and controls of this game. I already know most of it. Actually, I know it all. I played this game so many times. I've done this tutorial a few times as well. So let's go and speak with Travell. I won't speak if there's some of the NPCs do have dialogue. I'll try not to speak over them. If some that don't, and I'll speak for them. Most of these cadets, like a spoiler warning, but yeah, most of these cadets become your bridge crew, and they don't speak again.
Greetings. It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best that day. My score increased by 12.8% on the second attempt, well within my standard norms. Now I am qualified to serve as both a science officer and a communications officer. Morik would like to see you as well. He is ahead of us on the path. Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper, Travell.
If you are far away from your objective.
Different how the in-game, like you actually get into the game. This is all glitchy and stuff. It's quite annoying.
There you are. Getting excited yet? Once we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. The buzz is, Captain Taggart hasn't named all of his senior staff yet. From what I heard, the advanced phaser training simulation is tripping people up.
Ben's on his breathing tubes. Interesting. I was going to speak to Lieutenant Ferreira.
Good afternoon, Cadet. What can I do for you? Yes, I have the complete assignment list here. Name? Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in the office behind me. You're going to have to ask him.
Of course, we don't have a voice, but I'll provide a voice. Which is going to be strange, but it doesn't matter.
Objects you can interact with have a glow around them.
Let's go and speak to the captain.
To interact with the doorbell to notify Captain Taggart of your presence.
Come.
Captain Taggart. Sir.
Cadet.
You asked to see me, sir.
I did. I've been following your progress here at the Academy, and I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm just looking at your final test scores, but I don't see your results for the Advanced Phaser Training Program.
You got multiple options, multiple answers to his question here. They can say I'm not a tactical officer, so I'm not concentrating on the course system. My career track. Many of my classmates didn't take the class. Either captain, is this an issue? I'm going to say I'm not a tactical officer, I'm an engineering officer. Don't need to fire a phaser.
I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program, and I want to see good results, no exceptions.
Did you say senior staff?
I did. Like I said, I've been following your career here at the Academy. If you complete that program, I can put you on my bridge. I'll ask my tactical officer to set it up.
The tactical officer, sir. Who is that?
Another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores were almost as good as yours, but her record has a few blemishes. Still, I'm sure Cadet Flores will settle down and become a fine officer someday. I'll tell Flores to meet you out in the quad. Talk to her to start the phaser training, and I'll see you when you're finished. You're dismissed, Cadet.
Yes, sir. She even salutes him. How nice. Do like that? Do like the captain's variant of the Odyssey uniform? Can make that. Be seeing you for duty officers. I hasn't told you how to do run, but L3 on the controller, L3 on the PS4 controller is run. Let's speak to her. She's now moved to with the power of RPG magic.
I got the tactical officer spot. Just what I wanted. Where'd you end up?
Captain Taggart says he wants me to only senior staff, but I have to pass the advanced phase training first.
You never did that? I thought you were Miss Extra Credit. Everyone knows that Captain Taggart expects all his top people to pass that program.
Now you tell me.
Don't worry, you'll do fine. Come on, I'll take you to the holodeck and set it up.
Lead the way.
Seems most of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship.
I'm sure I'll end up as chief engineer.
Have you seen the whales in San Francisco Bay? I never seem to spot them.
Star Trek 4 reference. Star Trek 4 reference.
I forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
To sprint, press and hold the left stick.
Last one of the console
moving.
buys the first round tonight. Setting up the training program now. I hope Holodeck 2 is your lucky holodeck.
Have you any advice for me? I want to pass this.
Shoot stuff, don't die. Pretty basic, really.
What kind of tactics can I expect?
It's standard stuff. The program runs a variation on Mako assault training.
You'll send up the program. Can you make it easy for me?
The last time I tried to give someone a little help, I ended up on academic probation for the rest of the year. Not saying I haven't learned a few tricks since then, though.
I need a phaser.
Phasers are in the lockers by the holodecks. You can grab one there.
Let's go.
Press left to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective.
Anomalies, they're required for crafting, and you won't see any here on Earth. Class of 24, 04, 55, 06, 07. Yeah, that's us. So, tell me, how is this secure?
The pistol has been automatically equipped.
Let's just go and run the simulation and holodeck 2, 1 and 3.
Move to the center of the room.
So, rushing this, as I've done so many bloody times. Engage program.
Press the R2 button to fire your weapon in combat. While in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat will become available.
Easy. Has to be easy. We have now conquered this Klingon vessel.
Hold the triangle button to holster and draw your weapon.
Then there's a one big hand phaser. Alright, speak to Captain Taggart.
Well done, cadets. You're not going to break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory.
Thank you, Captain. Do you have an assignment for me now?
Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Congratulations.
First officer, sir.
Yes. You should be proud of your accomplishments here, cadet. You have a promising career ahead of you in Starfleet.
Thank you, sir. It will be an honor serving with you. Let's now speak to
First officer, way to go. Just a little jealous, I'll admit. At least now you'll get to boss us all around like you've always wanted.
You know, you could be a jackass. Because it doesn't make any difference. I think it just changes where her response to you. So you can say, what can I say? The captain sees greatness in me. I think you should start referring to me as sir. It's a lot of pressure. I hope I'm up to it. I'm going to do that one. Because it's just like we're friends.
You'll do great. But we should head up to the shuttle bay. Everyone else is waiting there for the ceremonial send-off toast.
Right. Off we go.
Now hear this. All cadets report to shuttle bay to prepare for departure.
This wasn't actually in the original game, all this stuff. This was like added. I can't remember when it was all. Well, I wasn't around when they added it, but I long quit. We used to start on board your ship rather than doing all this.
Okay, all of the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I'm sure everyone's a bit nervous, this being our first real assignment and all. So, I'm expecting an inspiring speech out of you. Something heartwarming. Make Tavrel cry. This mission could just determine the rest of our careers. No pressure. I'll meet you over there.
Make a toast for the rest of the senior staff. Now let's go and toast the class of 2409. We're going to have so much fun together. May I have your attention? Inspire the cadets, intimidate them, be humble. Intimidate? I'm not Klingon. We are senior staff of the USS Ford. Each and every one of us is trained to the task at hand, and we are ready. I have the utmost faith in each of you. You're the best Academy has, and together we can do anything. Terrorise them, galvanise them, or galvanise them. But we will go forth boldly like Starfleet has trained us, putting to use everything that we have trained. English we can't read. To Starfleet Academy, to the USS Ford, to her crew, raise a glass to the class of 2409.
All cadets, please board your shuttles.
Not Romney now. Alright, so we now get to introduce ourselves to the rest of the crew. So we'll speak to Cadet Modek. Well, I'll have to chat with her first. Well, I guess I'll have to chat with her first. So we'll chat with Travell, who's our science officer. Oh, she's a communications officer. Who's next? Zara. She's Chief of Engineering. Chief of Engineering. Good luck, Chief. Chief Engineer. That's cool. Security Chief. So we've got a Tactical Officer and Security Chief. Normally it would be both. Yeah, who am I complaining? Right, Ashamosh. Who are you? Doesn't say what he's got. fact he's wearing blue, I would imagine he's the Med Chief CMO. Maybe. Who knows? Oh no, he's the CMO. So Chief Medical Officer, I don't know what that grumpy git is. Did say. And Ann Potter. She's a helmsman. We'll go back to the chat and see what he said. Yeah, he didn't get, doesn't say what he got. Too much of a twat. Probably didn't get anything. He's probably deck scrubber.
Are you ready to head to the ship?
Let's go. You can say not yet and just wander around. God knows why. Let's head off. Now, Type 9 shuttle. Yes, Star Trek nerd. ESD.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Oh, look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's our ship. Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward weapon mounts, 1 aft. Average speed, warp 5.0. She's a tough little ship, though. I think I like her.
She's got an updated model
We're the
as well.
final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge.
Got an updated model last year in the Miranda class. Right. Here we are on the shuttle bay of the USS Ford. Towels at the ready.
I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See you there.
Really like quite most of them not asking quotation marks. It's quite annoying. Right, Lieutenant Burkers. Burkers, a big beer.
Name and position?
Cadet Jessica Andrews, acting first officer.
I have your record right here, sir. Welcome to the ship.
Where is the captain?
Captain Taggart is waiting for you on the bridge. Use the turbo lift behind me. It will take you directly there.
Thank you. I'll go to the bridge. Connie sounds. Yeah, on the bridge of the USS Ford. ESD staring at us. Is Ann Potter in her position? Chief Engineer, let's go and speak with the captain.
Welcome to the bridge, number 1.
Number 1.
Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my number 1, I expect you to ensure my orders are carried out, and to advise me on the best course of action in any situation. But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors. Then disable the tractor moorings.
Okay, so we'll tell Flores to close the shuttle bay doors.
Shuttle bay doors are closed, sir.
Very good, number 1.
And then we'll tell Travell to get clearance from traffic control for the Ford to leave the gantry.
Earth traffic control has cleared us to depart, sir.
Very good, number one.
Potter, wait for me to disable the tractor moorings. So this should be the chief engineer's position. Should do this. I mean, she was walking around, but I'll do it. So release the tractor moorings. She should have done that. Anyway.
Potter, take us out. 1/4 impulse.
Now you can slam the captain with the regulations here. So captain may remind you Starfleet regulations specify thrusters only while in the vicinity of space dock, or you can remain silent. I'm going to be by the book.
Just checking to see if you were paying attention, number one. Potter, take us out. Maximum thrusters.
To sit, press the X button while targeting the chair you wish to sit in.
And we'll sit in the first officer's chair. And now the USS Ford will plod on its merry way.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course lead in, sir.
Engage.
Captain, I am picking up a distress call from the SS Break-Even. Audio only.
Let's hear it, Tyrell.
This is the Break-Even. Can you hear me? So our work order's failing? We could really use some help here.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes.
Transporter room. Prepare to beam over survivors.
Sir, sensors can't read anything in the vicinity of the break-even.
Communications are out as well.
Keep trying to hail them, Tyrell. Number one, let's discuss the situation.
Really nice if you could do this from a seating position, but clearly you have to stand up.
You heard the distress call, number one. What do you think we should do?
This is a test part of the training cruise.
Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist.
It's strange that the transmission was audio only. A warp core emergency shouldn't affect the communications.
Good. What do you advise?
I recommend we go to red alert, full power to the weapons and load photon torpedoes. Shields up, sir. Better safe than sorry. We need more information before we get there. I would recommend scanning for an hour to see exactly what the situation is. Could go full red alert. But generally Starfleet vessels don't go with all guns blazing. I mean, it's the standard procedure is yellow alert.
Raising the shields does seem to be a reasonable precaution.
Yes, sir, it could be a trap.
I agree. Flores, raise shields. Number one, get down to the transporter room. You'll oversee the rescue effort from there.
Okay. Go head down to the transport room. This break-even is in range. Give me an update.
I'm getting some weird readings. I can't get a solid lock. There may be interference. Trying to compensate. I think I have it. This is a lot different than the training scenarios. Beaming them over now. Hang on!
This vessel is now property of Captain Kadek of the IKS Chart.
Rack, come in. What's happening? Rack. Right.
Security is reporting disruptor fire in the transporter room, and Klingon transporter signatures are showing up all over the ship. They're boarding us.
What can I do to help?
You have the command codes to unlock an armory near your position. Arm yourself, and any security team members you find.
What about the enemy ships, sir?
We still have weapons. I'll do what I can. For now, I need you to concentrate on getting those Klingons off my ship. Taggart out.
Repel the Klingon invaders. Yes, sir. Alright, so we open up the armory. More secure than it is on the it is on the academy.
You need to equip your phaser rifle. To do so, press the options button and select the captain option under the ship and crew heading. This is your kit. Select the item in the list you wish to equip. If you are in a map with bank access, you will be able. You can also view your ship's equipment as well.
Oh, I can't change it from here. In the middle of a battle, we'll change the registry. Yeah, that's right. Get out the important stuff first. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that this is a better weapon, but eh. We got vaporized. Ooh, hull breach. Felt like we're taking a right pounding.
An object has dropped for you. Move near the item and it will be automatically added to your inventory. You have recovered a hypo spray. You can use this to quickly heal any damage you may have suffered.
Or you can set it to automatic. Like that. So set it automatic, you do L3. L3 brings up this room. And then you set R2, R1 on the PS4 controller and set it to automatic, so that will automatically heal me now if my health goes below 75%. And it will automatically take one of the hyper sprays. And we'll speak to the cadet. He'll heal him. Jesus. Ship's taking a right kicking.
Number one, we're doing our best to cripple this Klingon marauder, but I need your help. Time to show off that academy training.
So this is where your career path comes into things, so you can do different stuff. So if I was a tactical officer, I'll be able to improve our weapons, and I'll go to the weapons bay. I think that takes you to the deflector room to improve the shields. So we're going to be heading to engineering, so I can improve the ship's structural integrity field.
Sometimes missions specialized to your career class are available.
Turbo lift hull breaches. So we're going to engineering. Not really the hull breaches. Hi guys.
Press the right stick to crouch. Crouching gives a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks.
Generally I don't crouch in this game. Don't know why. Used to. So getting rid of this sniper rifle. It's not really much of a sniper rifle. And we'll breach the door. We're into main engineering. One thing you will notice about this game is stuff is big, and that for a Miranda class starship, that's one big warp core. I mean, that thing is enough to power a bloody starbase, not a tiny Miranda class. Where's that last console? Can never remember where it is.
Number 1, we've got injured up here and the Klingons could send a boarding party at any time. I need you back on the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Go see to the bridge. We will secure this area.
It's our ship. Yeah, it's up here. That is a big warp core. Back to the bridge. Just took our captain. Ah. You took our captain. You will suffer. Travell. Rescue. Can't see Anne.
Incoming transmission from the Klingons.
This is Captain Kadek of the IKS Chant. You may have forced my boarding parties off your decks, but our ship remains cloaked. You have no hope of finding us or defeating us. Your choice is simple. Surrender, or we will kill your captain and then destroy your ship.
That's over about it, doesn't he?
Perhaps your captain will change your mind.
Captain?
Order your crew to surrender, Captain, or I will blow them out of the sky. It's your choice, Captain. Do you want these children to die?
Very well. Number 1. You are now the captain of the ship. Your orders are to lock onto my combat and fire!
Make me proud.
Yes, Captain.
We have target lock, Captain.
Fire. That's a goddamn...
Direct hit.
That's not my rule, though.
Weapons and shields are offline. Cloak and begin repairs.
We've lost their signal. What now?
Now we panic. So...
We survived. But the Captain Taggart knew what would happen. And he gave the order anyway. The ultimate sacrifice. One that we all might be called to make someday. He trusted you to take command. All we can do now is survive. And remember him.
Well, he made me take command because I'm the first officer, so it's kind of like I'm the next in line. So it's not really a matter of who trusted me. He had no damn choice. But we'll continue. We'll now take the captain's chair. We're now captain of the USS Ford.
Flores is now your bridge officer. Bridge officers add abilities to your ship in space and accompany you on away missions on the ground.
She's now acting first officer. She will be my first officer for the remainder of this playthrough. So generally that's how I roll. But she is my first officer. So we'll now talk to her.
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is stable, but anything else could be an issue.
Travell, send out a distress call.
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
Keep trying. Elsa, what is the status of the Klingon ship?
She's still cloaked, but I think she took some real damage. We're in rough shape too, Captain.
Zavara, damage report.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get the systems back online.
What about the break-even? Howden, Travell.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
SS break-even. This is the Starfleet vessel USS Ford. What is your status?
Well, this is awkward. You're angry. I can see that. Understandable. Before this gets too carried away, hear me out. I had to send that distress signal. My options were limited while a Klingon was pointing a disruptor at my head.
That's Cork. Hello, Cork. He replaced the original Ferengi captain. I can't remember who that was. It's been so long. But there was another Ferengi captain who was in command of the break-even. So
the Klingons were thorough. They even damaged my warp drive to make things look convincing. I'll never make it to safety on impulse. Don't suppose you could lend me a hand here? I'd rather not be around if the Klingons come back.
I'll see what we can do.
Press up to increase your ship speed. Press down to decrease your ship speed.
There's our little ship now. We now have full control of it.
Or upward, as well as to turn left or right.
Now, on the consoles, we can't zoom all the way into the ship. We have like 3 different camera angles. That's pretty much it. Can't zoom in on our ship. Quite depressing, really.
Helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the ship.
There's something called the chain of command, you know. I be captain, you be first officer. You don't stop the ship without my command. You have to learn. Scan the freighter.
Looks like she just needs 3 or 4 warp induction coils. We have plenty of those to spare.
Position yourself near the ships and press the X button to interact with them.
I will beam across some. Bye, Quark.
Well, looks like we're on our own. At least they said thank you, I guess. About that cloaked ship full of Klingons?
Zavara, do you have a damage report?
Almost done, Captain. Level 2 diagnostic shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged beyond repair.
Do you have replacements?
Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beating, but I think the Klingons specifically sabotaged them when they boarded us. It's an easy way to cripple a ship. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't go to warp.
Any ideas, Eliza?
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here. There's wreckage all over this region. I can scan the derelicts and see if any of them have intact plasma injectors.
Do it. Scan.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
Nacelles.
Press the R2 button to fire energy weapons. Warning. An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item to automatically loot it.
Digging through scraps we've left behind.
Yeah, that guy's getting annoying.
So I'll go over and pick up these things. The weapons on the consoles are automatic, so that they automatically fire. The only thing that doesn't automatically fire is torpedoes. So we don't have full impulse yet. And for 3.
These plasma injectors will do the trick, sir. Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess. 3.7 liter flow with shielded reservoirs and a drop flow induction coil converter and...
Stay focused and work. There's still a Klingon out there who wants to kill us. And that's good. But remember the Klingon who wants us dead. I need you to work fast.
You have your problems, I have mine. I'll need some time to get everything installed and run a level 1 diagnostic. We don't want to blow up the moment we hit warp 1.
It's a shame you'll never speak again. Elsa. Elsa. I think it's Elsa, isn't it? I'm gonna say Elsa. Elsa, give me a status report.
Zarva's dealing with the warp core. But until she's done, we're still stranded out here with no way to call for help. Oh, don't forget the cloaked Klingon battlecruiser. It's probably making repairs faster than we are.
Any chances we can determine what's jamming communications in the system?
Of course we can. We're the class of 2409. Tivrel has been working with the engineers, and they've pinpointed the locations of several Klingon signal jammers. That's what blocked our communications during the ambush. I recommend that we destroy the jamming satellites. We'll be able to get a call out to Starfleet then.
Sounds good.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Use your phaser bank to weaken shield targets. Target shields have failed. Use your torpedoes.
Nice shot. 2 more jamming satellites left.
That's her power. Fires 2 torpedoes, which do double damage. Let's see what at that.
I haven't forgotten about you. Think your ship can take a couple more hits?
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal?
You kidding? I have to wait for red alert to finish before we can do that. So now send the full distress call.
That Klingon ship took some real damage. I'll bet she's leaking plasma all over the place. We might be able to use that to find them.
Do it. I need to find him before he ambushes us again.
Understood. I'd rather not die to Klingons on my first day. Got it. I can trace the plasma signature right to the source.
What I like about it is the fact that because she's my bridge officer, she's actually an official bridge officer. She now has the ensign pip, but everyone else who's not still has their cadet things. She's still technically a cadet. I haven't promoted her. Finally, we have an advantage.
I'll send the source of the plasma signature to navigation. It will show up on the map. It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
I can make your death swift.
Hold up on the D-pad to activate and deactivate full impulse.
Full impulse. Do like the new Miranda model. Tough little ship.
Multiple birds of prey decloaking.
Think you can catch me? Go ahead and try.
Press the circle button to activate high-yield torpedo.
Yeah, it's already telling me there. High yield.
High-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so basically it just told you that's Elsa Fora's power. She gives you the ability to. That's her her ensign ability. Gives you the ability to.
Sarva needs more time to get the plasma injectors installed.
Fire two
Try not to
torpedoes.
break anything else.
Yeah, this is a crypt machine, this is.
Incoming transmissions. It is from Starfleet.
Put some distance between yourself and exploding ships.
Okay, so the USS Chimera. Coming to. So she said it on screen, Chabelle.
This is Captain Nog of the USS Chimera. Do you require assistance?
Yeah, I'm sorry your face is blocked. Nog, hang on. Let's sort that out. Yeah. Answer the how.
Incoming transmission, sir. It is from Starfleet.
This is Captain Nog of the USS Chimera. Do you require assistance?
Yes, sir. We were ambushed by Klingon marauders.
Pretty bold move to come this far into Federation territory, even for Klingons. Where is Captain Taggart?
He was captured and taken to the Klingon ship. They killed him after he ordered us to fire on his position.
And did you follow his orders?
Yes, sir.
I see. And you're the acting captain?
Yes, sir, I am.
Right. Well done, Cadet. Looks like your ship is in need of repairs. Set a course for Earth space dock. We'll get you back in one piece.
What about the Klingon who killed Captain Taggart, sir? K-Deck is still out there.
Believe me, Cadet. If he comes back looking for a fight, he'll get one. In the meantime, set a course for our position. Chimera out.
Yes, sir. Oh, pop over and see the USS Chimera under the command of Captain Nog. He just missed his own uncle. He just missed his uncle. We should tell him his uncle was part of this. But now helping out the.
Accepting danger is part of being a Starfleet officer.
I tire of this. It's time to finish this fight.
That's the original captain of the original ship. I can't remember which one it was. So that's.
My house will avenge me.
We'll escort you back to Earth space dock, but I need to inform the USS Kittimer that. Wait, hold on. My comms officer informs me that we're unable to contact the Kittimer. Not good. I'm going to the coordinates to see if they need help, and I want you to accompany me. Consider this a field promotion, Cadet.
So now we're effectively now been promoted to the rank of ensign. Ensign, yeah. And now we have Zara has now joined us as our chief engineer. Chief engineer. Yeah, congratulations to her. So we get a hyper impulse engine, phaser, beam array, and a split beam phaser rifle. Damn, so more better than the poxy sniper rifle. So she's now our engineer. So before we do that, we'll fit all that stuff. So come in here onto the ship, fit it all. What's the Hyper impulse engine. Get rid of the phaser rate and phaser. Right, I'm gonna head to the Pollux system. All still part of the tutorial. It's a long old tutorial.
We're here, Captain. The USS Kittimer is dead ahead, and the Renown is beside us. Our orders are to make contact with the Kittimer and find out why they've not responded to our hails.
So they haven't updated this, so it's no longer the USS Renown. So that was the original ship that was in this tutorial, and you heard the original captain speak while we were facing off against Kadek's ship. They obviously changed it to the Chimera. Obviously, it's not in the actual log there in front of us that it's the USS Renown. So that was the original ship. I'm trying to remember what it was. So they changed the Renowns to the Chimera under the command of Captain Nog. I think the original captain of the Renown was actually a Vulcan. I have to look it up. He was the original guy you spoke to. So very good set course for the Chimera. Renown was actually a Connie, I think, Exeter class ship. I think it was. Don't know what the Chimera was. So now in range of the USS Kittimer, which also has been, looks like that's been updated as well. That was actually a nebula. Let's get through the static booster signal.
Yes, sir. I will require approximately 15 seconds to make the necessary adjustments.
Ah, Captain Volon. Captain Taggart? What are you both doing here?
What was that? So, Captain Volon?
Yes, sir.
Ah, Captain Volon. Captain Taggart? What are you both doing here?
Yeah, that's the original captain. Captain Volon is the original captain. So, I'm in command of the Ford. Captain Nog ordered me to come and with him to your location. We'll let the captain explain the situation.
We weren't able to contact you earlier. We were escorting these cadets back to Earth space dock after they were ambushed by Klingons. Under the circumstances, I thought it wise to investigate your situation here.
I'm relieved to see both of you. The anomalies must be interfering with our communications. Where is Captain Taggart?
I'll let Captain Nog again, please.
The cadets were ambushed by Klingons. Captain Taggart was killed in the attack, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. The Chimera was escorting them back to Earth space dock, but when we couldn't contact you, I decided to alter course and investigate. What's the situation here, Captain Neal?
I'm troubled by the anomalies in this system, and if they're affecting long-range communications, then they're doubly a cause for concern. Let's do this by the numbers. We've already launched 9 probes. Now that they're active, we can do an in-depth scan of the anomalies. With all 3 ships collecting data, we should be able to complete this quickly and formulate a course of action. The Renown has the largest science team, so I recommend we send our data there for analysis. Any questions?
Yeah. What's the USS Renowned? No questions. No questions, sir. Or we can say, no questions, sir. I'm confident that my crew will be up to the task.
You're quite confident for a cadet. You remind me a bit of myself when I was an ensign. Of course, I wasn't commanding a ship back then. Let's see how you perform before you start claiming that chair full time.
Understood. Alright, so we're going to scan some anomalies.
Press right on the D-pad to set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, auxiliary, or speed.
So, got shields, which you can take a lot more pounding. Auxiliary is more for a science vessel. I always leave it on the weapons, to be honest. Let's get point Alpha.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
Off to the beeping noise. Scan beta.
Kittimer here. Are you seeing the same gamma radiation levels that we are? I'm not sure that a normal scan will be enough. We might need to do a full multiphasic reading.
So if I was a science-based character, I would be able to answer with the science, saying, "Well, using my science brain, I determined that the problem is our sensors tachyon settings. We saw the same issue. How can we improve our findings?"
My chief science officer, Commander Davis, suggests that performing a reverse tachyon pulse wave scan will solve our sensor issue. Perform your final scans and then report back.
I know what's going to happen. Yeah, I think it's anything though.
Deflector dish is realigned for a reverse tachyon pulse wave, sir.
Shouldn't the science officer have done that?
Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The Borg!
Kittimer is under attack. Use full impulse to reach her quickly.
I still like the fact that it's still got the original captain. So head off back to rescue the USS Renowned. I'm so glad that they're probes and not spears.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Oh, it's an assimilated Jemadar. So look at the
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
Yes, Zachary. Is it Zachary? Is that something? Guy that played Spock in the 2009 thing. Also, Siler. He was the EMH on board the Kittimer. He actually, you could, in the original tutorial, he actually boarded the USS Kittimer and he actually interacted with him. Now he's been reduced to just being a face-to-face, not face communication. You used to actually board. You actually had to board the ship. You had to fend off Borg.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous. I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
So, Captain Nog, someone has to activate the EMH, has to activate the EMH from the bridge.
If the bridge was attacked in the Borg attack, Captain Nia might have activated the EMH to alert us. The Borg haven't been seen in this quadrant in decades. This isn't a coincidence. We need more information. Collect data from all of the probes.
What do you need us to do?
I'll send teams to aid the Kittimer. I want you to finish the scans. We need to know the extent of the Borg presence here. And Cadet, if you or your crew are unable to tackle this, speak up now. The Borg can rattle veteran Starfleet officers, and you've already gone up against the Klingons today.
Trust my crew, we'll get the job done. Good idea. Flores, what's our status?
We're scared. We all studied Admiral Janeway's Borg tactics, but no one thought we'd have to use them so soon. It's good that the Renown and Kittimer are here, but I know we need to be ready for the day when we're alone against the Collective. The counselors are already working with the crew. Do you want them to convey a message from you?
So no, we're wasting enough time. we have finished those scans. Tell them that we're Starfleet officers, we don't have the time to be afraid of the Borg. Tell them that I do everything I can to protect the ship, her crew from the Borg.
Understood. I'll tell the crew what you said and set a course for the next anomaly. If the Borg show up again, we'll be ready.
Very good.
I have linked the iota point to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer.
So originally we boarded the Kittimer and fended off the Borg.
Please transmit the data so we may begin our analysis.
We have your data, and our science team is analyzing it now.
What is the status of the Kittimer?
Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
Can we use the Kittimer to help analyze the data?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help.
Agreed. I can help the Chimera analyze the data. You can help the accommodate in the system. Suddenly I have a second thought about it this time.
I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
Let's see what we can determine.
Borg transwarp signatures detected. Prepare your ship for combat.
They're firing. I need help.
Some more probes. Oh, it's weird, we're getting with the probes.
More Borg. I don't know if we're ready for this.
Follow me. No sphere. No sphere. Just probes. Trained for this. Well, not this.
Maintain your composure. Logically, you can defeat the Borg with Admiral Janeway's tactics. You are Starfleet officers. You are prepared for this.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected. It's an invasion force.
Yeah.
We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
The Borg are departing, most likely for a more strategic target. Direct your fire at the remaining spheres. Focus your fire, and we shall prevail.
Cool.
Okay,
cool beans.
Here's how I see it. The Borg are using the Pollock system as a staging area. Our long-range sensors are picking up inbound transwarp signatures. Their most likely target is the Vega system. There is a civilian colony there, and if the Borg take it by surprise, they'll have a large population to turn into drones.
What is our next course of action? What is the status of the Kittimer?
The Kittimer was badly damaged. They took heavy casualties as well. Medical tells me Captain Yim was gravely injured, but he'll recover. We're still working on triage and restoring the Kittimer's critical systems, which leads me to our next course of action.
Gravely injured doesn't mean he'll recover. Gravely injured means he's going to die. Wrong choice of words there, Captain. Yes.
I want you to go to the Vega colony and warn them about the Borg.
What about you?
The Chimera is better equipped to hold off further Borg attacks and assist the Kittimer here. We'll do what we can to delay the Borg, but it's going to be up to you to warn the Vega colonists.
Understood. We'll set course of Vega. Can you stop the Borg?
It's not a matter of can, Cadet. It's a matter of must. We'll buy you as much time as we can. You should have enough time to warn the colony. I've hailed Starfleet Command and requested backup, but you and I know we can't wait for them to arrive. Vega colony can't wait.
Understood. We'll set course to Vega.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready to go?
The original ship was the USS Renowned NCC 96047, and it was a Regent class starship, which was a refit of the basically a refit of the Sovereign class. And it was a Captain Voltok. He was actually he was a Vulcan. So that is a voice you can hear in the little bits of things instead of when we're directly speaking with Nog. Here we are on the map. So this is actually the entire map. This used to be, so this is all these systems we can visit. Here we are now in the Pollux system, not far from Earth. Quite bad that they're that close to Earth, but so communication breakdown. How not?
You need to warn the Vega colony about the Borg. We'll do what we can to hold off the Borg here and repair the Kittimer. Good luck.
So we now get Travell.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
So we'll fill that stuff. So we've got a new torpedo launcher. New array. No new warp. No, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, science console, which does shield regeneration. So that slots here in this science console position. As soon as you know it's bound to account, so it means we can. That means now anyone can use it. It used to be back in the day that it used to be bound to character, and you should just destroy it. So it means another character can use that. I can put it in my account bank and switch it over to another character. But we'll finish off this tutorial. See how long we've been going. Alright, doesn't sound like we've been going. Alright. So be it. Off to Vega. I'll finish off during this tutorial thing, and then next week. Oh, the travel. So as you can see, that's a tachyon beam. So we'll make it all execute. So when our target stress shields less than 75%. Travelling at warp 5. God, I didn't miss it. I don't miss this. So while we're actually now in the big open world, so we can now see other people's ships. And then we have the ISS Bavaria. Perry Peyton Salem the 4th. Hello to you. That's the Vega system. We need to head over to Vega 9. Generally head over to the named planet, not to the star. So it begins Assimilation of the Innocent.
We arrived before the Borg. Now my heart can start beating again. What are your orders, Captain?
How are the colonies? We have to warn them.
Tivrel managed to establish a comm link with Willa Post, the administrator of Vega Colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting her through now.
On screen.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I could do for you today?
The Borg are on their way to the system. You need her help. You need to start evacuating.
Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you see the Borg?
The Borg are on their way, Mare. You have to evacuate. Come, what just happened?
I have lost contact with Vega Colony, sir. Something is blocking all subspace signals in this area. Even our hails to the civilian ships are not getting through. There is a communication satellite nearby. It should boost our signal sufficiently to inform the freighters of the danger and warn the colony.
Yes, course for the satellite. I'll head over to the satellite and we'll boost the signal.
Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Your orders, sir.
So, can you get transporter locks on the colonists?
Borg are jamming up any remote signals. It's not safe to beam through that. I think I can boost the gain, though.
Hurry, I think the Borg will be here any...
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here.
So the Borg have arrived.
Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Oh, let's kill the Borg.
Target shields have failed.
Should be easy because these like tutorial level characters. So, I mean, they won't make them remotely hard. One more down. And that's another one down. The civilian ships are now plopping off.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent to retreat back to the Chimera, sir.
We make a stand here, Cadet. Look for any more Borg landing parties. We're the only Starfleet vessel in the system. We'll rescue as many colonists as we can.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you.
Planetary assimilation.
Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
Planetary assimilation.
All civilian ships have safely warped out of the system, Captain.
God, it's so hard to be with a ship that's slower than a slug. Alright, so now we're going to bring down for a first bit of ground. Well, for a bit of. Well, first bit of ground combat? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Won't be able to hold them off for long.
For some
I recommend
planetary
beaming down to Vega
combat.
and getting as many
Yay.
people out as we can.
Okay. So we now have our away team. I have no kits or anything, so. General fun, I do like to take it. I'd like to take someone who can actually heal us, which you can.
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is affecting the ship's transporters.
Understood. We'll manually tag any survivors we find for transport. Any questions?
No, sir. I'll follow your lead.
Let's get moving.
That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Are we too late? Those landing ships don't just carry drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
I'm hurrying, but I've run it towards me. Not like I didn't shoot him.
Thank you. We didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our distress signal, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Please, Administrator Post and some of the others are still there. You have to save them.
So we get our first piece of armor. She's over here. There's only 2. There's one for me. Sorry, Chabelle. You're gonna get buggered out here. Open the gate.
Oh no, we're too late.
Beam them up. Good thing about these Borg, they're not like their later counterpart turrets which adapt. God, they're annoying when they adapt. What are you still doing here? Get out of here. We'll be assimilated.
We have the civilians. There is still no sign of the Renown or the Kilmer, sir.
Still call it the Renowned. Funny. That little red dot means we can, as you can see, the flashing light over the R1. That means it's been exposed, and you get a critical strike on them with that R1, and it will generally vaporise anyone who you shoot at.
I apologize for Kole's putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him, the Borg would have assimilated me by now. What's the situation? Are you bringing more Starfleet reinforcements?
We're the only ones here. The Ford is in orbit.
I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this. Still, there is more to do. Many citizens are hiding in their homes. We cannot abandon them to the Borg.
We can rescue them, but something is blocking our transporters.
I know. Koles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship.
That can't be everyone.
No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Koles and I have a plan. We think a pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship. But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony, and this gear was intended to go to Starbase 65. I think you need it more.
You can have my thanks. I'll retrieve the equipment and then set up pattern enhancers. This is a kit that would be for your thing, so for me it will be crit on
You have received
mines.
a kit appropriate to your profession. Press the Options button and open your inventory under the Ship and Crew heading. Select the kit in your inventory to equip it. With a kit equipped, you will have new abilities that you can perform in ground combat.
Yeah, not very helpful, but yeah, mines are mines.
You now have additional abilities in ground combat.
Definitely could be set automatically. I have to do them myself, so.
Enhancers are working, and not a moment too soon. I can hear the Borg moving this way.
I need you to signal the citizens to come here for transport.
I'll do that. How long do you think you can hold off the Borg?
As long as we need to. Give the signal.
Remember when we thought fighting a crazy Klingon was the worst thing that could happen today?
Concentrate fire on the Borg. We need to keep them away from the civilians.
Another group of civilians has beamed to the ship, Captain.
Yeah, crossing in front of someone while firing a phaser is not what I would do.
Shields are back up, sir, but more Borg vessels are warping to our location. We have detected a type of generator near your position. There is a 94.6% chance it is the device affecting our transporters. If you can destroy it, we will transport as many people from the area as we are able.
Hang in there, Travell. We will get there soon. Mayor, thank you for your assistance. She's a Vulcan, she wouldn't be scared.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
I'm not finished yet, Coas, you're with me. Thank you, we're doing all we can, Coas, you're with me.
Glad to do anything I can. I was born on Vega. There's no way I'm sitting by and letting the Borg take it without a fight.
Alright, Coles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't.
I know the drill. Just never expected any Borg here, you know.
Who's being told what to do by an ensign?
I knew that one. We played poker last night.
Borg move quick. They do move quick.
We need to disable that force field. The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field.
No shit, Sherlock. Know what I need to do.
The Borg are so... what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
No, they're not evil, they're just... determined.
Resistance is futile.
The ship is transporting anyone they can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible.
Beam out. Coes, you can stay here. Ah, coming too. Loading screens. Little loading screens. Where are you?
We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed, so we can't reach the Renown or the Kittimer. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them the Borg have taken over.
We can reconfigure the satellites in the system to send out an automated warning.
Possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians. Of course, the path to the satellites does lead away from the planet, so we could remotely reconfigure them as we leave. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late.
Sounds like a solid plan. Plan? Helm. Laying a course for the first satellite. So really we can figure these.
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around.
With a cloaking device when you need one. we can figure the second beacon. This should be the last bit of the tutorial.
Never thought I'd wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Ah, the Borg. I do like when the Borg's resistance is futile.
Sir, there are several fast-moving ships on sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Well, you know the standard procedure is red alert.
Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. All life forms will be assimilated.
A cube? Guess it's our time to go out and blaze a floor.
Yeah. So we got the USS Defiant, USS Hermitage.
Now, let us finish this.
USS Kitmer and USS. Yeah, it's the Renowned, see? It's not changed to the USS to the USS Chimera, it's the Renowned again. Renowned comes to our rescue. Oh, you gotta love it. That's my last complaint about stuff things. Like you. Captain Nog on board the USS Chimera. USS
We
Renowned.
held off what we could in Pollux and sent a signal out to Starfleet. These were the closest ships. Others will be arriving as soon as they can.
Glad to see you. There's no way we could have defeated the cube on that by ourselves.
You've been doing a great job so far. Reconfiguring the satellites into warning beacons was excellent thinking, by the way. We received the signal as soon as we arrived in the system. That's going to save a lot of lives.
Are we going to attempt to retake Vega?
It's an option for sure. Right now, I need you to protect the civilians you have on board and ensure the safety of your crew. The Kittimer will return to Earth Space Dock with you. Once you arrive, report to Admiral Quinn. He'll have more information for you.
Yes, sir.
You and your crew have done well. Coles will make a fine addition to your senior staff.
So we get a full water phaser and a monotonium engineering and coes.
Congratulations.
Captain Volok told us to get to Earth Space Dock, and I think he's right. We need to get the civilians to safety.
Sorry to cut her off, but actually I didn't mean to cut her off. I mean, I was accepting coes on board my ship, but alas, we're now at Earth Space Dock ESD. We'll report to Grand Admiral, to Fleet Admiral Quinn, Head of Starfleet Operations, the boss. So it's now directing us to where we need to go. So it's nice for it to show us. So there's the Admiral. So Coes is now reporting on our ship. Now you'll see some chat, and unfortunately I can't get really disabled the chat, so I'll meet Admiral Quinn, and then I think that'll be where we'll end this, because you'll now give us missions, which will be the will start the Klingon war storyline. So we'll speak to the Admiral. Greetings to Lieutenant Admiral, Sir. Jessica Andrews reporting.
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet.
Yes, Lieutenant, sir.
Yes, I see that here in the report transmitted by Captain Nog. He granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship. As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training cruise under Captain Mask Taggart, correct? Acting First Officer?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
I've read the reports. Facing off against Klingon raiders and a Borg invasion force within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy? Very unusual. In your own words, tell me what happened out there.
Explain to Admiral Quinn what happened.
That's quite the story.
Yes, sir, it's all true.
Don't worry. I have statements here from Captains Nog and Yim and Administrator Post from Vega Colony corroborating your story. All three of them cite your bravery and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourselves in harm's way to preserve the lives of others.
I'm a Starfleet officer, sir. It is our job. It's in the job description.
And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her captain's chair.
Sir.
Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command. But these are not normal circumstances. We're at war with the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor, those are harder to find. It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of the ship. Don't disappoint me.
You won't regret this, sir. Your orders. What's going to happen to the Vega? And no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the loss of Captain Taggart, sir.
Captain Taggart was a good man and a fine officer. He knew what he was doing when he issued that order. Don't dwell on what happened. Your actions saved the lives of your crew, not to mention the civilians you were able to evacuate from Vega Colony. Now it's up to you and your crew to honor Taggart's sacrifice as you carve out your own legacy. Do you have any further questions?
What's going to happen to Vega?
Unfortunately, Vega is lost. Starfleet Command will meet with Federation President Enoch O'Keg and the Federation Council to determine our next steps. For now, Starfleet vessels will patrol the outskirts of the Vega system to ensure no Borg escape. Do you have any further questions?
What are your orders, sir?
You will be assigned to the Klingon front, but first, you could use some new equipment for your ship. I have some improved consoles developed by the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. These consoles can be installed on your ship to improve its abilities. As you improve in rank, you will earn better consoles. Other ships you will command throughout your career will have space for many more. When you're done here, go see Durr's racks to customize your starship's appearance.
So it's going to give us free starship modification, phaser beam array number 1 with crit D, tactical console for phasers, and a battery pack. So we'll do mission. Looks like a mission. Yeah, probably guy with no B's gone before. Yeah, unfortunately. So we'll get space stock. So yeah, Demonic Order is going to be I'll play next. It won't be on this stream. So it's no longer a. We'll do a little bit of customization for the USS.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at the Gem.
I'll pick that up next. We'll listen to the mission briefing there. Bouncy people around. So this is ESD. Do a little brief tour. So this is down here is where you acquire new ships. This guy you manage ships. So list of ships you can king, so you have to buy more slots. Yep, that costs real money, unfortunately. That's where you get new ships. So we're a lieutenant, so we can do tier 1 ships. So escorts, which we don't. Basically, the way this game works, I'll do it here. So escorts, they're flying by. Well, they should be flown by tactical officers. Generally, nobody follows these rules, but anyway, so tactical officers fly these. So you've got the Andorian light escort, which I've got, which is because I've paid for it, and the light escort, which is the NX-01 from Star Trek Enterprise. So there's the original Enterprise, the first Enterprise. So cruisers. There's the original Enterprise, the legendary Connie, and the prototype light cruiser from Discovery. There's our ship, the science vessel. It's the Beth class Warbird, and you got no others or anything. So these two, so we can fly these, but I'm not going to. And it goes up to tier 6. It's the highest ships. But we want is this person over here. It's just the customization dude. So we can change the look of our ship from here. So we've got Miranda. It's the material we can change the colour of the material we can use. 8B's the movie skin. Yeah, I think that's the movie. It's the USS Reliant. Windows. So there's the Senator, Miranda B. I don't. What's the difference between the two? It's the colour of the dome at the bottom. Reliant, which is the tier 6 ship version of this, named after, of course, the USS Reliant and the USS Shikar. Shikar. What's good thing about this game is you can change, you can add different bits. So say the Shikar's torpedo gantry and keep this extra torpedo, I think that is. So what is your car's torpedo gantry? That just looks stupid. Keep the Miranda's struts. Keep the Miranda's pylons, and we change some of them themselves. The beta struts. So, yeah, interior. So we've got the original. Can update it. Belfast, you have to pay for it. Constitution from 2067. Utility. Intrepid Voyagers. Have a standard bridge. No point in doing these, but small. can't really tour the ship. So there we are. That's the same changes for the USS Ford. So I'll end it here, and next Friday, we'll carry on this thing, and I'll do some cosmetic stuff off screen. So I'll change my uniform. Don't really want to sit through that. Also, I'll add more bits to the ship and change my bridge crew around, give them more powerful stuff to help me out. So I'll change all the consoles and everything around on the ship. So again, you don't really want to sit through that watching me mess about with the ship. And also I'll get more kits and more better weapons and everything. So basically I'll basically gear myself up using my other characters, which unfortunately you won't be able to, but so I'll do that off screen, and I'll show and log out in my usual position. Of course, I'd like to thank everyone for watching part 1. I don't know how long this thing actually is, but we'll log out here near the exchange in the bank. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next week for part 2.